Who is Buddha? And, why is it important to me? Well, the lesson I learned from Buddha literally saved my life. I hope you can also gain something out of it. But first, let's start off by get to know who Buddha is. So to clarify up front of the term, Buddha actually means a status, which everyone can reach that status eventually. Whereas the Indian guy that we often think of Buddha, is called Shakyamuni Buddha. He is one of the many Buddhas that has already reached this status. Among all those Buddhas, he has a stronger bond with our world, so he made this wish to reborn in our world to teach us the right way to get away from pain and gain happiness. So Shakyamuni Buddha was born as a prince in Nepal around 2,500 years ago. As a prince you can imagine that, he has a pretty good living standard, no need to worry about money, job, women and so on. However, he was still unsatisfied and felt not comfortable with the well-being, and keen to search for answers of life. One day, after a trip outside of the palace to normal civilians' neighborhood, he saw old, sick, suffering people, even corpse. He immediately spiraled into an existential crisis. He determined to drop his princess life one day. Before he left, his father is still trying everything to make him stay, fortune, wives, fine clothes, all you can imagine. But Shakyamuni Buddha said, "Dear father, I promise to stay, only if you can tell me how to solve this endless birth, aging, sickness and dying circle of life." His father cannot answer it, so Buddha left and kick off his road to find the ultimate answer. He eventually reached the status called nirvana or enlightenment, and started his 49 years education journey. So, what exactly did he learn from reaching the nirvana? To begin with, again, Buddha is not a god, it's a status that everyone can achieve. So Buddhism actually is different from other religions which typically has God and human, a creator and creature. Instead, everyone already possess the essential nature to become Buddha, but that nature is temporarily being distorted for now. Secondly, a very important concept, causation, or cause-consequence principle, so everyone's life course is already a consequence of the cause that we have made in previous and many lives before this life. Wait. Many lives? Yes, in Buddhism, this is not our first time to come to this world. We have been here so many times before this life and therefore, what we have today is literally the consequence of the cause we have made many in previous lives. And, Buddha advises us to think about the nature of life again. Life is joyful? Suffering? It's a mix of both, right? Well, Buddha said human life's nature is suffering. Buddha's suffering actually means different here, it means constant changing, or dissatisfaction. So we know the painful moments in life. But, what about those happy moments? Those delicious food we eat? Those joyful moments we had with good friends and family? Buddha said, those happy moments are just temporary stop of suffering, because eventually, everything is changing constantly, the happy status is not stable. Okay, so, how do we solve this unstable pain? Buddha has taught many methods, one of them is the Four Noble Principles. First, understand life is suffering. Second, stop all those cause which triggers the pain. Third, understand there is a status of nirvana that can bring us eternal joy. Fourth, working hard to achieve the nirvana. Generally, follow this process, we will be able to reach the enlightenment status. But you might think, the above seems a bit impractical, we still have to deal with the basic living standard problems, we need money to support our basic living, if I cannot even find my next meal, how can I practice Buddhism? Well, there certainly are ways in Buddhism, which we can gain fortune, wisdom and health body. Let's discuss another video. Thanks for your time today. I hope you enjoy the video and stay tuned.